Next up is one of our very own in-house, John Shippick. He is the current VP of Exploration at Datamine. He's going to give us an exploration portfolio update. John is a geologist by trade and holds a BSc in geology and obtained from the University of Melbourne. He has been involved in the exploration industry for over 20 years, primarily involved in gold. He's the current VP of Datamine Exploration, as I mentioned earlier. And John has previously held exploration companies like Jamieson Minerals, pegging gold leases in his home state of Victoria, Australia. Please welcome John.
Good day, everyone. Just before I get started, just get to know the room. So just put your hand up if you're currently at a company that is actively mining. Okay, and put your hand up if you're with an explorer. Okay, about 30% exploration. And put your hand up if you're in gold, iron ore, just the one. Manganese, so a few of the consolidated people there. Mineral sands, all right, the Aluka people, and other. I won't go through the whole list. Yeah, cool. All right, so today I'm going to take you through our whole exploration stack. So you'll come here using different products. Some of you will be using LandTrack, some of you will be using Discover, some of you will be using Fusion, some of you will be using just straight out Datamine products as well. So we're going to go through and have a look at those today. So as you know, we're part of a way bigger ecosystem here at Datamine. So I'm just looking after the exploration part, but we've got heaps of software around geology, around planning, around production, lab and sustainability. But today we're just going to focus on the exploration portion. So I suppose we start with a problem statement around what we all deal with, and it's basically the biggest problem a lot of us have is just poor data management. And so that affects our ability to make the best decisions as we don't have all the data at hand when we need it. Like I'm sure you can have it at any one point, like you've collected the data, but then you want to go back and look at it again. You might not know where that is. So that's what we're going to look at today and how, as a whole portfolio, we can help you do that. So if you look, we've got 4 main exploration products. Discover. So hand up anyone here that's used Discover. It's been around the industry for a long time, especially Discover Map Info, but we'll go into Discover for ArcGIS Pro in a bit more detail. PA Explorer, Geophysics. Betty, you can put your hand up. Fusion. So I'm going to talk about Fusion a bit. So Fusion's our geological data management system. Does anyone here use Fusion? Not particularly big in Australia. It's come out of Canada. It's very big in Latam. And LandTrack. Okay, a few LandTrack people here. So if you have a look at what each of these products do, Discover is around spatial data, PA Explorer is around geophysics, Fusion is around data management, and LandTrack is around tenement management. So that's a pretty good chunk of anything you do within exploration, any problem you're solving. You know, we're looking at about, a good 70–80% of things we do can be catered for with this software. So what we bring as a company is really great expertise. Because we've had Discover so long, we've got great spatial data management skills. Okay, so we're really big in that field. We've been doing it a long time. We've got a great depth. We're also Esri Gold partners, which is pretty rare, but that's something we're really proud of. And, we basically, any problem we look at, generally within exploration, it's probably a spatial problem. And we also have great data management solutions and file management solutions, which is Fusion. LandTrack is also great for managing data. So the two of these together, it really gives a lot of holistic value if you combine them all. And that's what I'm going to take you through today. So if we look at the whole stack as a bit of a flow chart, you'll see we've got Fusion in the middle there. That's our geological data management system. Down the bottom there, we've got Discover, which joins to your GIS systems. We've got Discover Mobile. We've got tools around tenement management there in the yellow. And basically, if we can get all of this humming together as a totally integrated stack, you're going to realise a heap of holistic value. So holistic value, it's when the sum is greater than all the parts. Because if we can get all this talking together really well, really naturally, you're going to have a great system with the same solutions that you have now. So a lot of you here, so who uses a geological data management system like Acquire or Datashed? So quick show of hands if you use Acquire. Quick show of hands if you use Datashed. Quick show of hands if you don't know what you use. And a quick show of hands if it's other, or MX Deposit's another one. Okay. So ours is Fusion. It's not particularly well known here in Australia. It's just a bit of a historical context to that. It was made in Canada by Century Systems. It's been around for about 20, 30 years. It's really big in North America and LATAM. So if you have a look, you haven't heard of it, but it's actually the enterprise data management systems for Vale, for Agnico Eagle, which is now the world's biggest gold miner. Allied Gold out of Canada, Madden and Nexa. So mostly it's got a really strong footprint around North America and South America. Okay, so yeah, but not particularly well known here. But what we are doing is we're using it to integrate all our pieces of software because it is such a fantastic bit of kit. So some of the strengths of Fusion is its biggest strength is it can centralise. Like I think there's only Acquire and Fusion and probably the only two GDMSs in the world that can centralise data. So if you've got different projects in different parts of the world, you can centralise it all up. Even if they've got different reference tables, different data structures, you can still centralise your data to one single point, which for big companies is fantastic. The other thing about it is it's really flexible. So you can use it, and we've got pricing for using it as a junior. You can start really small, and you can grow it into something massive like what Vale or Agnico use it for. It's got great security. All the access to data is controlled by the application. It's tailored to the client's needs. We've got amazing data capture. We've got Quick Logger, which I'll take you through in a second. We're really big on mobility. So if you're out logging core, out on a drill rig, you can do it easily, and it seamlessly all comes back into your database. It's scalable, as I just said, so you can be a junior, you can use one node of it, or you can scale it up to a Vale size operation. It's got great validation, it's got fantastic reporting, and most importantly, we've just done a heap of work on making it an open API so it can integrate with whatever bit of software you want. Quite often we get requests to integrate with new and cool bits of software like Datarock for an example. That's one of our latest integrations, and it's really easy to use. So you can do all the configuration as a client. You don't need to bring in consultants to change things around. So here's a quick video of Quick Logger so you can see what it looks like and how easy it is to use. So you go open your project, select your logging styles, your business unit, all that can be catered for. And it transfers your data from the central down to your mobile. And then you can check out your drill holes that you want to log. And you can go through and then start to log your intervals. So this is all configured on the desktop and it comes through seamlessly onto the mobile platform. Really lovely looking bit of kit and really, really easy to use. So here we're starting off with drill hole ID. Looking at your units of measure. Or you can set up all your pick lists moving forward. So it just makes it easy to use. So here's an example where we've checked it back in. Now we've checked it out. Now you can start logging. that's it. So just a really quick and easy example of how to use QuickLogger. So we haven't stopped there. So what we're looking at next, what we're working on with Fusion at the moment, and this will be built on an open API so anyone can use it. We've got Smart Log Web. So this will be a web-based downhole logging tool. So we want to keep it web-based so everyone's got access to it. It looks great, so all your data comes out onto this, your downhole log. What you can also do with that is bring in your core imagery. You can look at your core boxes, and you can add a core string to your downhole log that you're about to zoom into and just look at what's going on within your data so you can reinterpret while you're looking at this Smart Log Web. The other thing we're building that's going to work in conjunction with this Smart Log Web is the ability to take core photos and to be able to clip them and create a core string. So I don't know if you've ever used Core Profiler. It was a manual tool we had to do this, and what we're doing is we're taking that and we're creating the ability using AI to be able to clip out these core boxes, to clip out this core to be able to make a core string. So the advantage of that, then that gets appended into that downhole log. And it's all really easily integrated. You bring your drill holes in, your core boxes in, you upload them, it detects what the meterage is on the core box, and then clips it out and creates a drill hole string with that. So we're working on that at the moment. So the way that's going to integrate as a stack is you'll take pictures of your core boxes with QuickLogger. It goes into your online image management, which is a file management program that we have called MineTrust, that then goes into the AI core clipping tool, comes back into MineTrust as a drill string, and then it goes into Smart Log Web, which is integrated with Fusion. And we can also integrate that with Discover or Studio, so we can take that data and then express it spatially. So here's a great example. When we've got QuickLog Web tied up to Discover, so this is one of the first integrations I'm talking about. So again, it's built on an open API, so we can then make queries spatially or via the data, and so they're linked together. So here's an example. If I've got Discover, I want to query what that meterage is. It's going to open up in Smart Log Web, and you'll be able to see what that is. So, and then with Studio as well. So just say, for example, you're doing a resource, something's not adding up, you want to see what that core was, what it was doing, you can do that using Smart Log Web. The next integration we're going to look at is with Discover, how you can plan drill holes spatially in Discover and then send it back to Fusion, so in DH Logger, so then you can log that core. So in Discover, you'll use the drill hole planning tool, you'll send it via a click of a button back to Fusion, and then that hole is, as it comes in, using QuickLogger, you're logging it, it's coming in. So just a great example of a spatial integration and a data integration using these new tools. And again, it's all built on an open API. So no, Neville, you'll be asking, can this Smart Log Web be used on other systems? And yes, it will be, because it's on an open API. Yep, I knew you would. You're always going to ask something. Big noting yourself. All right. The other bit of integration we've got is Discover Mobile. If you haven't used Discover Mobile, I really encourage you to do so. It's a fantastic bit of kit. Does anyone here do field mapping? Great to see. It's not too big. I know you're lying. But it's not, like especially in southern WA, not a lot of field mapping done, mostly soils. Discover Mobile is a product just built for field mapping. It's a geological mapping tool, and I'll go into that in a little bit more depth in one of our sessions. So what you can do now is you can, for example, with Discover, you could plan your your soil grid. You could send it to Fusion, so then you've got that captured in your geological data management system. You can then send that out to the field in Discover Mobile. You can collect data, it goes back to Fusion. You can do your dispatches, the data comes back in, it can go back out to mobile with those thematics on it, so you can see what's going on in the field. And that's an integration we're working on right now. And just lastly, does anyone here use Expenditure Watch? Yeah, it's a great tool. It's a really efficient tool. So what we're doing with Expenditure Watch, we're going to invest in it pretty heavily. We're going to get it on the web, and we're going to build it out for like multiple jurisdictions. So it won't just be a Form 5 in WA. We're looking at all the different reporting regions and just building out a form for that. And so all the data you capture via your logging, all your expense data that can go into Fusion, your drilling expenses, your sampling expenses, all that can be captured in Fusion, and then that can go out through LandTracker and then Expenditure Watch, so you get to a point. So we want to have this ecosystem where you can plan, you can analyse, you can manage your data, and then you can report. We all know what a pain it is to get data into a Form 5. It's just an easy way to do it. So we're really, really going hard, creating that holistic value by integrating this stack. So we can go from planning a soil point to creating a Form 5 to report on your expenditure. And that's it from me. Thanks very much.